It was terrifying. It was not for the faint-hearted. I have some books and a little bin badge to show you. Hello! Welcome to another reading vlog from me, Johanna, me, my dog, books. This weekend, I'm going to start the video with two things that happened. One on Thursday, an author event, Joe Hill and Keith Rosson. I didn't know the latter, although I was aware of one of their books. So this took place in the same church, actually, that I went to see Mona Awad. Oh, it was so good. I could literally listen to Joe Hill talk endlessly. He's so like his dad, Stephen King. He's just a great storyteller. And I'll show you a bit more about the books that I got for them from them event. And then on Friday, Halloween, me and the other half, the OH, went to a haunted forest experience at Kilburn Castle in the west coast of Scotland. Oh my god, it was so good. It was terrifying. It was not for the faint-hearted, as you can tell from the content warning as we entered the building on the kind of meeting area for them to take you around. So I'll let you see these first and then I'll jump back in and chat to you.
Are there any genres that you really want to write, or genres you're like, no bueno, not going there? Because I know you said you've done the zombie, you've done the vampire, and Crone, so you're doing the witchy stuff.
Yeah, so my next novel will be Crone. It comes out next year, but like my first 4 books, my novel Smoke City is about this guy who is the reincarnation of Joan of Arc's executioner. Yeah.
You know, I remarried in 2018, and at a certain point I realized that I was going to dedicate to King Sarah my life. And I wanted to impress her, you know. And you know the trouble a guy can get into besides impressing. You know, and so I started packing more and more into it and talking about shifting genres. You know, I love Cloud Atlas by David Mitchell. I'm not his lead, but I love that Cloud Atlas was really 6 books stitched together into one overarching story. And you had like a nautical adventure, and there's, you know, a 70s, you know, a cynical 70s crime novel. There's a science fiction novel that's almost written in its own language, like Ridley Walker, you know, and I saw an opportunity in King Sarah to do something like that. So the first 200 pages is like a tale of dark academia. Then there's a storyline that's a you know, airline thriller, you know, set at 30,000 feet during turbulence, and a thunderstorm outside, there's a dragon fighting F-16s out in the clouds. And there's another story in there that's like an Indiana Jones style plunge into a troll's trap-filled cave.
And it all works. You know what I mean? It all works.
Yeah, there's a lot going on this weekend in like a span of 2 days.
in a wee bit. It's alright. I've been fed, I promise I won't bite. So yours are who they've sent to help then. Oh, sweet baby Jesus and all the saints. Lambs to the slaughter of the van of you, especially you. Now the reason you're here in this beautiful tropical evening, guys, is because long ago, ancient cultists discovered a box that came straight from hell and decided to open it, because that always works out really well. Death itself walked these paths. There was demons and monsters, feeding on screams, on blood, on fear, until a young nun sacrificed herself and using the powers of the divine, she managed to close the box and send the creatures back to hell. Unfortunately for us, before we celebrate too quickly, some local fool, if we relate to you, has unearthed the box again and reopened it, and the evil that was contained within is once again stalking these paths. Your job, guys, and it's nice and easy, find the box and close it. Because with every second that passes, the box and the nightmares within grow stronger. Some of them are guarding the box, but others are causing chaos in these paths. So stick together. Be wary of anything you might see. That might include me, I don't know. I've been here so long I'm not sure myself anymore. I won't lie, guys. He's only the first that I've sent to look for the box. But between you, me and the trees, I don't think they've been very successful. I think they might be ripped apart or driven mad. I'm not sure what's worse in this place. But you lot will be fine. Every faith in you guys, and a nun would never lie to you. Much. Speaking of nuns, there is nuns and priests dotted around. Look out for them. My brothers and sisters are there to help you find the box, guys, okay? I've got to report my findings now. There's something coming up the path, guys. Go now. Go. Thanks, sister. You are very welcome, son.
Is he teach it, David?
What?
That was one of the gravestones. Oh, what's going on in there?
So firstly, Joe Hill, Keith Rosson, both of them were amazing. Managed to get her look. I mean, Joe Hill took selfies with me and my friends. Made my absolute day. So King of Sorrow is an absolute chonk. It's about, I think I've got it upstairs now. It's about that size, I'll show you later. But it's fundamentally about 6 friends. Follows their lives over a number of decades. I think it starts in the 80s. And they get into a position where I can't remember the reason they do it. He did say. But fundamentally, they, as a collective group of young boys, summon what is effectively a demonic dragon, right? And this dragon solves their problem. But there's a punishment and a payment, whereas every year they have to almost give up a sacrifice or said dragon will eat them all. Yeah, it's not really my kind of... Like, I was like, there's a dragon, right? And normally I'm like fantasy dragon, but this is a horror dragon. I'll tell you more about, like, I'll get the synopsis and talk you through that. Then the other one, so Keith Rosson, I hadn't realised, was the author of Fever House, so I recognised the cover, but I've not read it. He was so nice as well, he was great. Talking about his book, which is set in the 1970s, where a Vietnam War veteran is working in a bar as a bartender, trying to keep himself sober, when in walks a vampire into his bar and commences to ruin his life. That's all I know. Both of them sound amazing. Keith Rosson's one isn't quite as big, so less intimidating, but I'm thinking King Sorrow I might keep for like January, February, like a big chunky book for the winter months. And also The Haunted Forest. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. If you like being terrified. So it was like, you walk through the forest and there's all these actors like doing all the different plots. There was people jumping out at you, and so you went in small groups. Me and David were in a group, and you're like maybe a group of 10 people, so you had to kind of keep all together. I was in the middle because I was like 100% not going at the front or the back, and I had David in front of me. I was literally pushing him. It was about 40 minutes I think in total. It's so good but terrifying. Like, you have to be into being scared to do that. I do feel like I had like 30 minutes of like scream therapy. It's quite cathartic. My heart rate though, I mean, if you've got a delicate heart condition, you literally cannot do this. It was so good. I would definitely do that again. Absolutely terrifying. So obviously it meant we were out when the geysers were coming round. Geysers is, I don't know if it's a Glaswegian or Scottish word for trick-or-treaters. So I would always say when I was younger, we're going out geysing. I think it's just short for like you're in disguise, but the geysers we weren't going to be in for, so I'd done this with my pumpkins, self-service, with a wee note on the door saying that we were out haunting right now, so please help yourself, but don't be too greedy because the witches are watching. Which was my ring doorbell, which actually was out of battery, so I never saw, but there was one lowly little lollipop left. So hopefully it went down a treat. So yes, that is Halloween for another year. But I've still got the spooky ambience on. Check it. Because now I've shifted from pretty much taking all the Halloween deckies down, bar the pumpkins, because the pumpkins are still autumn and they will be here until the last weekend in November, when I will put the Christmas decorations up and we will shift into full festive mode. Okay, so anyway, I've started reading this, Hope Street by Gayle, which is my in-person book club book for chapter 25, which I host. The meeting's on the 12th of November. I have know nothing about this book, so I've only literally just started. So it says, Leela knows the importance of sharing stories. A trainee journalist in Derby, Leela finds herself increasingly underwhelmed by the trivial news stories landing on her desk every week until she meets Connor. Connor knows the importance of home. Living alone on Hope Street, Connor is stubbornly refusing to allow a council development take over the place where he grew up. 4 years ago, his mum popped out to see a friend and never came back. Oh no. I've just read a spoiler. Well, it's not really, because it's obviously going to happen in the first, because she's just gone out to see a friend. So clearly she's not going to come back. But Connor knows she will if he just waits long enough. Lisa Jewell blurbs it and says, moving, uplifting, unforgettable, Mike always writes from the heart and creates stories that we will fall in love with. So I feel like, you know, hopefully the clue is in the title, in that it's actually a book of hope and joy, which is a bit different to everything I've been reading recently. I'm also reading Halloween Slaughter by Sergio Gomez, and I read, this is kind of book 2 in the Camp Slaughter series. They're epic, graphic slasher books, mostly available in Kindle Unlimited. Camp Slaughter I read and absolutely loved it. This is of a similar vibe and follows one of the characters from Camp Slaughter into Halloween Slaughter, and I'm just enjoying it for the epic slasher vibe. So if you like a bit of Texas Chainsaw Massacre or any sort of small town just slasher vibes, check it out. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get ready because I've got female fusion yoga this morning, which is the yoga class I go to on a Sunday morning, which has got like weights and Swiss balls and all the likes. So I'll be absolutely burst after that, and then I have to do a quick turnaround because me and the kids are off. She is so sound asleep, it's ridiculous. She's been like that for ages. Lucy's upstairs on our bed, and yes, I am going out. As somebody on Instagram got in touch, and one of the things he does is like pet photos of your pets, like photography, and he asked if me, Lucy and Patty would like to meet and have our photos taken. So I'm going to see that. I'm actually going, it'll be in the Glasgow's Merchant City, so go to Bigglestones, so get some video there, and going to a wee independent local cafe that is also dog friendly. Now, with 2 dogs, the likelihood of being able to sit down and have a coffee and cake is highly unlikely. But I will try and get some video. And then the OH is off to Wales for 2 nights for work. So we're on our Todd the night and tomorrow, so you've just, not that he's often in any of the videos, he tries to avoid them as much as possible. So some cozy movie watching and some hobbies later. So that's Lucy, Patty and I in town, aka Glasgow. Sorry, it's so windy, I keep getting... And we're just heading along Merchant City, and this is where we're going to meet Rob from Paws and Pics. He's going to take pictures. But the kids, I'll show you, are just going crazy for all the smells. They're pulling me everywhere. Right, come on guys, stop it. Well, this is going to be absolute chaos. So we're going along here, the Merchant City. Let's see, Patty, that was your head. Oh my god, absolute nightmares. Let's see. Well, the photo shoot was done. Hopefully when I'm editing this I can add in some pictures. I'll let you know when I get back home. But Lucy was Mrs. Barky Bark, swear to God. She was getting so tetchy. She was getting so tetchy and bored. Weren't you? Let's see, walk up this. Just see if they need the toilet. Let's see. I'm into a graveyard. Let's see if they need a wee pee. I mean, I do, but... And I think Lucy needs a drink, but I didn't bring a bottle of glass, like a bowl of water. Oh, and Patty's just pooing. 2 secs. But in short, the two of them have been very good girls. Lucy was getting a bit grumpy and barky. Patty was just quite the thing. But, you know, given you're stuck in a bookshop or two posing for photos, you know, they did quite well. I think they need naps and drinks. And I've had a great day. It's very windy, as you can see. And I'm now going to head up the road, get into my jammies, I think, and have some dinner. I can see, just get these, the only thing with long hair now, it's in the wind. Oh, Lucy, that's an empty crisp packet. Can you put it down, please? Lucy, drop it. No. She's a maniac. They're both maniacs. But hopefully the photographer Rob gets some nice pictures and maybe some video. I'll get to show you them at a later date. Bye. Morning friends. It is grey and miserable outside. It's raining. I mean, it should be daylight now. It's so dark. I mean, technically it is, but it's pretty grey. Patty's up. Lucy's still upstairs sleeping. The OH is away for work. So I am going to have some coffee. The spooky mugs will be in situ until the Christmas ones come out in the 1st of December. So, you know, because spooky season runs right into November. Anyway, I've got a wee bit more into Hope Street by Gayle, and I'm really liking it. It's given me sort of Eleanor Oliphant, Meredith Alone vibes in the storytelling, so I'm really enjoying that. I'm maybe just over 50 pages, and now I'm going to sit down with my Kindle, carry on reading Halloween Slaughter, which is in complete contrast. I don't know what that says about me, and I'm going to try and get on with my jigsaw because I'm getting there, but it's not great. Look at that light, it's terrible. And later on today I need to record my October wrap up, which is going to be a good one. I'm going to link it below as well because there's at least 2 5-star reads in there and 1
is definitely making into one of my best books of the year. So if you haven't seen that yet, check it out. So a couple of things to do today. I need to go to the vets to pick up the pup's meds, and there's something else I need to do. Probably hoover and the like. But I'm listening to Black Sheep and Rachel Harrison on audio just now. I'm really liking it. I love Rachel Harrison's kind of like I say cozy, but kind of accessible horror. This one is cultish vibes. So if you like books about cults, I think I would recommend this. I'm really enjoying it. So that might be my hoovering companion. And I've got yoga sorted for tomorrow. Oh, and I've also ordered, because yesterday morning's yoga was with the big stability Swiss balls or whatever the big blow up balls. So I go to a yoga session in the morning on a Sunday, and it's called Female Fusion Flow, but it's normally like a mix of yoga with weights, sort of Pilates, but the first Sunday of every month she does it with a Swiss ball, and it's the first time I've done it, and I really enjoyed it. But everybody walked in with their own Swiss ball. And she had some there, and I just had to blow it up, so that was a warm-up. Anyway, she said I could get them quite cheap online and stuff, so I've got myself one. I'll maybe try and do some in the house, because it is this time of year where, see, try to do any running during the week, it's pretty tricky because it's dark and the weather's often miserable, but I don't really like going out running in the dark, you know. So maybe the weekends is only, and then this weekend I haven't because the weather's just been rough. So that's my grand aim. So I'll show you my Swiss ball later, not that you even asked. So it's the end of another weekend reading vlog, and I have some books and a little bin badge to show you. So I got my Abominable book subscription through, which is my horror book subscription. So me and two of my friends get this in the regular, and we often buddy read them. So we get two new books. One's normally a kind of more well-known one, another one's an indie, and then we always get a second-hand one. So the second-hand one I got was the Cottingley Cuckoo, which is by Titan Books, so I'm assuming it's maybe horror. Oh, Lucy always likes to bark when I'm filming. And it says, if fairy tales never go out of fashion, it is because of books like this. Captivated by books and stories. 2 seconds. Lucy wanted out the back door. Captivated by books and stories, Rose dreams of a life away from the confines of Sunnyside care home she works in, until elderly resident Charlotte offers an unexpected glimpse of enchantment. She keeps an aged stack of letters about Cottingley fairies, the photographs made famous by Arthur Conan Doyle. But later dismissed as a hoax, the letters insist there is proof that fairies existed. Rose is eager to learn more, but Charlotte allows her to read only a piece at a time, drawing Rose into her web. That does sound good. And then the 2 horror books. God, I'm out of breath from them upstairs. I've done an epic fail, because if you've seen one of my more recent reading vlogs, I got this in a pre-order because I'm stupid that way. And it is Itch by Gemma Amor. So I might have to run a competition on my Instagram stories for someone to win the other copy of this that I have, because now I have 2. This is folklore, horror. Are these dark crawling insects leading her to uncover the truth? So basically, or is she their next victim? Because the main character, Josie, finds she's not in a great mental space in life generally, and she finds a dead body decaying in the woods. This plummets her further into a downward spiral. She faces uncomfortable truths about the victim whilst battling an infestation that seems to have burrowed into her mind and her flesh. I mean, this sounds like it's not for the faint-hearted, but I have to say I adore the cover. I do. So I think that might be the one that I start reading next weekend. And the next one is Futility, Murder, Revenge and Soup. And look, it's got black sprout. Jeez, it's lovely. By Nuzo Onoh. I don't think I've read this author before, but it's got me on the first quote by an author. Nina Veal, who wrote this book here. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, and I really enjoyed it. Feminist rage at its finest, and so darkly funny you'll laugh until your stomach hurts. I think it... Feminist rage that makes me... Oh, sorry, I've got itchy eyes. Oh, first yawn in a while. Feminist rage that makes me laugh. I'm here for that. Cackling with wit, this monstrous, gleeful, bitingly funny tale of murder, body swapping and bloody vengeance from the recipient of Bram Stoker's Award for Lifetime Achievement is the queen of African horror. But also, can we just adore that? I mean, it's not for everybody, but I think it looks stunning. And I got, look at this wee badge. I got that wee badge in the box too. That's so lovely. So I plan on starting Itch, so I'll be able to speak to you about that soon. And the not very bookish related item I wanted to show you, because after I went to my female fusion yoga class, I decided it was time to get a Swiss ball, because of course I'm going to teach myself how to do that. It's pink, of course. Right, so apparently I need to blow it up with this pump. I won't. I'll be back in a second. I'm still here. I'm still pumping up my Swiss ball. Or is it a stability ball, a yoga ball, pregnancy ball, fitness ball? I'm not really sure why it's called a Swiss ball. Does anyone know? Anyway, back soon. I'm still feel like it's been 5 hours. I'm still going. It's done! The Swiss ball is done. I don't think this is what you're supposed to use it for though. Oh. So let me show you. I'll stand you up here. This is it. This is the big ball that I'll get to do my workouts on, apparently. So the plan is to move it into my yoga room. Come with. As you can see, it's getting dark out. And in my yoga room I go. So I don't know if this is not an exercise class, by the way. Lucy's also wondering. So the key is, when you get one, like, you're not supposed and 1, 2, 3. I think you're not supposed to be like if it's too big. So on your base, if you were much taller, it has to be. I don't know. I've only done it once. So more practice required. Nothing to do with reading, but because I thought I told you about it anyway. So yeah, might try that this following weekend, since the one we get. Oh, hello Lucy, you sitting? Also, yes, I'm aware I still get Halloween stuff lying around. Hi. Halloween stuff lying around, so I need to put that away and in the attic. Oh, you're very high up now, you can't see Lucy. Anyway, that there is the end of another weekend reading vlog. I don't have the pictures from the photo shoot we done back through yet. He's doing some editing on it, so I'll hopefully show you that in next weekend reading vlog. I'll talk you through a couple of pictures that I get with my little pups. So I'd like to say thank you as always for watching, for liking, and if you don't already, please do subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you in another bookish video very, very soon. Cheerio!